Today, I'm back with another top 10 physical media ranking video for you all. Today, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 suspense slash thriller slash mystery movies in my collection from the worst to the best. As I go through each of the films, I'll say a little bit about them, also do a quick unboxing of them, and explain why I put them at their specific spot on my list. So let's get right into it, starting with number 10. So at number 10, I'm going to put Promising Young Woman. This is a newer thriller of a movie. Now, at first, I didn't know if I was going to be super interested in this movie, but as the movie played on, it got better and better in my opinion. It was just very intriguing premise, and then it had a lot of twists and turns. And when you think it's going one way, then it goes a completely different way, and it would keep happening. So it definitely keeps you on your toes, this movie. So yeah, I did enjoy this movie myself. Now, this movie does have some social commentary in it. Also, it has some scenes in here that may be a little difficult to watch for some, but if you can get by those, I think you will like this movie if you like the thriller genre. So if you want a newer movie in this genre, I definitely would recommend Promising Young Woman. Now, it says a game-changing masterpiece. I don't know if I would call this one a masterpiece, but it's definitely a solid and well put together film. So Promising Young Woman, I'm happy that I got this one. Even though I got it a little bit later in the game, I still got it with the slipcover. So decent little slipcover here. Take a look at it. Yeah, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. You only get a little bit of bonus features with this one, so it's not a whole lot for bonus features. Let's take a look at the inside. Let's see if there's anything special on the inside of here. And I don't think this one ever did come out with a 4K, so it was just a Blu-ray and digital code. And then let's take a look at the inside. Inside, wow, just pretty simple. It just got the basic Blu-ray disc with the title on there. No artwork or scene on the disc. Nothing on the inside, just a plain old Blu-ray case. So that's another reason why I had to put this one lower on the list. Just because for a physical media collector, nothing too special with it in terms of collectability here. But it's still a solid movie. And I still had a good time with it. So it's one I definitely want to recommend out to people if they haven't seen it. Yes, give Promising Young Woman a try. And so that was number 10. Now let's get into number 9 here. Number 9 on the list. We're going to have a newer movie as well. We're going to have Last Night in Soho. Now this is the 4K Ultra HD copy. So you get the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code. I actually got this one on sale from Groovy for like $10, and it still came with the slipcover late in the game. So that was awesome. But this is a really good movie. You got a kind of a giallo style movie with a lot of mystery, thriller, suspense elements. You even get some horror mixed in there. But the colors with the neon signs just look so great in this movie. Awesome soundtrack. Great cast with Anya Taylor-Joy, and just a really intriguing movie, and a movie that's very original in my opinion. I don't think this movie, has too many copycats out there of it. So yeah, it's reminiscent of a lot of other movies and genres, but I think this is something pretty unique and special here. So this one's by Edgar Wright. Really good movie, made my top 10 list of last year. I really like this slipcover. I think it captures the movie and characters perfectly, especially with the coloring. Looks so cool. I do like the nice spine here with the font. Really cool font. I like that quite a bit. And even the back looks pretty cool as well. So yeah, definitely a stunning movie. The special features are pretty decent on it as well. So good slipcover, decent special features. Let's take a look on the inside of this one. See if there's anything special there. Alright, so nothing too special on the inside, but at least you can tell the 4K disc and Blu-ray disc apart. Blu-ray just basically has the title, but it is in that Last Night in Soho sign, so that's decent enough. And then the 4K disc has, the cover art of the movie right here. So yeah, better than nothing, a little bit better than A Promising Young Woman on that. But overall, really like this movie. I think a lot of people slept on this one, didn't check it out in theaters, and you know what? I had a good time seeing it in theaters, so I'm glad I picked it up on physical media. Still had a good time watching it at home, so a really, really good movie, especially if you like Edgar Wright styles kind of movies, giallo type of films. I'm telling you, you're going to probably enjoy something out of this movie. So definitely can recommend Last Night in Soho. That's why it gets number 9 on my list. And the 4K looks great on it and it sounds fantastic. So really like that one. All right, next we're going to go for number 8 here. Number 8. So number 8, this is actually a 4-film collection, but the 2 movies I'm going to recommend out of here are going to be Dial M for Murder and Suspicion. If I'm going to pick one of them, I'm going to pick Suspicion. I really like these movies overall, though. This is Alfred Hitchcock from the Archive Warner Brothers collection. To me, Suspicion is a Hitchcock movie that doesn't get talked about like at all, but I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite Hitchcock films. It's a movie that has you thinking, it has you guessing the whole time. It's an easy watch too, and you know, it goes by pretty quickly, but to me, I just thought it was so intriguing of a story, and a story you could actually picture happening possibly in real life, which makes it more intense and terrifying. So I just really like this film. I think it's a really, really good film. So Suspicion, you even get Cary Grant in there, John Fontaine, so really good acting talent too. But also, not just this movie, Dial M for Murder. If you like the Knives Out kind of mystery style movie, this one's a really, really good movie here too. So both those, I'm actually going to give this number 8 to Dial M for Murder, and I will give number 7 to Suspicion. So this one actually contains number 8 and number 7 on my ranking list. But yeah, really good pickup if you're a big Alfred Hitchcock fan. Awesome movies here. And let's take a look at the inside though, just to see kind of how this packaging worked out. Now, once again, no slipcover for this one or anything like that. But on the inside, you can see you got the Blu-rays and you have kind of the disc holders. They flip. Now, I do like the artwork for all the discs. I actually do really like the Dial M for Murder. It looks like a old school phone. I do like that. And actually, you can have it in 3D. You know, if you have a 3D TV, that is pretty cool. So I like that. But yeah, all the artwork's different for all the discs. You can easily tell them apart. And they're all on separate little holder areas. So none of them are stacked on top of each other, which is nice. They're not going to get scratched and messed up. So yeah, I do like this as a physical media collector, having some great Hitchcock movies together. So I can definitely recommend this pickup. And like I said, it has number 8 and 7 for my ranking list on here for suspense thriller movies. So great choices here. All right, next we are now going into number 6. We kind of sped up here since we had 2 choices on the other one. All right, number 6, we are going to have Speed. Yeah, this is Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, and this is such a great, intense movie. There's some good action to this movie as well. So it's just a very gripping story. Kind of gets you on the edge of your seat, and you're like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? Because you're on this bus going at top-notch speed, and you're like, okay, are these passengers going to end up being safe? How is this going to play out, you know? And Keanu is actually really good in this movie. I do really like Keanu in here, and Sandra Bullock is great as well. So to me, they have a good chemistry in this movie, a good little combo right there. So I really like that. The villain is great in this movie as well. And yeah, just a very entertaining thrill ride of a movie. It opens up very intensely, finishes very intensely as well, but it's not boring in the middle. There's a lot of good, intriguing things happening throughout the movie. So I really, really like this movie. Very easy watching, newer movie that I can recommend to most people. I think most people are going to enjoy this one. So yeah, Speed, really nice. I like this slip cover. I actually think I may have liked the slip cover better than the steelbook that came out when this did get released. So really cool slip cover. Once again, we got the 4K Ultra HD, the Blu-ray DVD, and actually looks really nice in 4K as well, and sounds really good. Now you do get a whole bunch of special features here. You can take a look at that Blu-ray disc, a lot of special features, but I don't think there are any new special features. I think they're all special features ported over from like the DVD release and all of that. So they didn't put any new special features on the 4K release of this, but there's still a good amount of special features on there once again from past releases. Yeah, I would have liked to see them get some new ones in there. You know, maybe interview Sandra Bullock now or Keanu Reeves. That would have been pretty cool, but didn't happen. Now, in terms of the inside, we can look at the disc. The Blu-ray disc is just plain old Speed title, but at least we do get, you know, the front cover artwork disc on the 4K. So, yeah, you have that. You can definitely tell them apart, the Blu-ray and the 4K. So that's better than nothing. But yeah, nothing too special on the inside here. So I couldn't, you know, put this way too much higher up on the list. But I really like this movie. This is a movie I can watch multiple times. I can watch this one quite a bit. But yeah, Speed on 4K, number 6 on my list. Really, really good, intense movie. All right, next we're getting into top 5 here. Top 5. And we're going to have to go with A Quiet Place here. Now, this is the Blu-ray Steelbook. You got the claw marks there from the monster. You got Emily Blunt right there trying to stay quiet. And what this movie is able to do with the lack of sound is amazing, because you think, oh, you know, a mostly quiet movie, you know, is it going to be entertaining? Is it going to be gripping? And it totally is, with all the acting being so phenomenal. Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and all the kid characters do a really good job in here. You can tell all their emotion, their connection with each other, you know, how they're even able to banter back and forth with like sign language, not speaking. Really intense moments even with just that. So really, really good. You have the monster, you know, elements in there that are pretty terrifying. And yeah, this is another movie, edge of your seat. You're like, is this family gonna make it out of it? You know, who's gonna survive here? And really intense moments, just like when she, you know, ends up stepping on a nail and has to stay quiet. It's like, ooh, what just happened here? Yeah, so really intense moments like that. So really, really good movie here. And you know, the steelbook is pretty cool. I like it. I do like the front quite a bit. Let's take a look. Is it okay? On the back it is kind of yeah, it still has the stickiness on the back, but it has a quote from the movie, which is, you know, the same back quote here. If they hear you, they hunt you. Yeah, definitely that's what happens in the movie. Let's take a look at the inside. Of course, we do get the digital code on the inside. Now, we do have the 2 discs. Now, it is just titles on the disc. I don't like that. I wish they had some artwork there. But once again, you got the Blu-ray, you got the DVD. Wish it could be differentiated a little bit, though. But on the inside, you do have, once again, you know, some imagery from the movie, some claw marks, I think, right there. So, yep. This one gets number 5 just because, you know, it's a very entertaining, very intriguing premise of a movie, what they're able to do with this one. One of the best movies in the year it came out, just so good. I really like this movie, and, you know, it did so good, it even got itself a sequel, which was really good as well. So, yeah, A Quiet Place. I had to get this on the ranking list here. Just too good of a movie not to put on here. Definitely check out A Quiet Place. So this is number 5. Really like that movie. Now we're getting into number 4 here. Number 4, we are going to have to go with Unbreakable. Unbreakable. This is such a good movie. Now, it has some superhero elements in this movie, so I do put this one in my superhero genre collection, but it definitely has some suspense thriller aspects to it. Absolutely. You know, this is a Shyamalan movie, and this movie to me is so intriguing. You're just thinking about this movie the whole time. Hey, do these people have superpowers, or is it just coincidental? Wait, how did they survive that? You know, that type of thing. You're always asking questions during this movie. It's a very kind of, you know, get your mind thinking, and I really like that for a movie. Of course, I like all the superhero stuff in it, you know, like the comic book references. Mr. Glass is awesome. You know, Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Glass, one of the best villains of all time, in my opinion. He is awesome in this movie, a great villain. And of course, you got the hero played by Bruce Willis, does a really good solid job as well. And I absolutely love this still book. You can see the shattering glass here. You got the two characters. You can see the comic book pages though on the background. So just all blends together so nicely. I really like that. I do like the spine right there, you know, the font of Unbreakable. Let's take off the J card there real quick. Let's look at the back. Look at the back. Yeah, total comic bookness right there. Really, really cool. I like that so much. Awesome. Oh, so good. Every time I look at the still book, I'm just kind of blown away by it. And then you can look at the back here. You do get some decent little special features there, which are really cool. And yeah, to me, this movie is mind-blowing. A very, very good movie. And the 4K looks great. Yeah, definitely great. Visually, sounds great as well. So yeah, Unbreakable 4K still book. Just when you think physical media collecting, this has it all. So I really like this one. But let's take a look at the inside as well. I doubt we're going to disappoint here on the inside. Of course, we get the digital code. And let's take a look at the inside. So inside look, we get a cool little art design here. Once again, you have the villain and the hero. And then you do get the disc. You kind of can see the shattering effect on the disc. Now the discs do look pretty similar. Maybe could have done some different artwork on the disc to make it even more differentiated. But overall, not bad. So I just really so much enjoy this movie. Very, very good movie. And to me, when you think Shyamalan good movies, you know, top tier, you think Unbreakable. You just have to go to this one as one of his best. So I really, really like this limited edition steelbook. Really great movie. Got to check out Unbreakable. Awesome, awesome movie. Just talking about it makes me want to go watch it again. So yeah. That was number 4. Now we're going to get into top 3. Yes, 3. What is third place here? Ooh, let's take a look. Of course, you know, we got to get my second favorite director of all time on here, Alfred Hitchcock. The Classics Collection. I'm going to pick one movie out of here, my favorite Hitchcock movie of all time. We're going to go Rear Window. Yeah, Rear Window. Really, really good movie. Oh, it's so good. It has everything in there. Mystery, suspense, thriller elements, even some romance in there, even some comedic moments in it. So to me, it just combines a lot of genres so well. And what they're able to do with the premise, hey, you're looking outside your window, what can go on, what kind of mystery can play out, and just how it's filmed just looks so cool. Something very different and unique that this movie did. Brilliant idea. And, you know, movies have tried to, you know, copy this idea again in the future, but none as good as this Rear Window here. So really, really good movie. You know, all these other movies are great as well, but just Rear Window, to me, is a movie I can watch more and more. So I really, really like this one. And the 4K, you know, looks so cool in this box set. I really like that. You can find it easily on the shelf. And all these movies look great on 4K. Rear Window, oh, it looks so new. You know, I think it came out in the 60s, but this 4K remastering, I mean, you could say this came out in 70s, maybe even 80s. I mean, it just looks that good with the upgrade with the 4K and remastering there. Sounds great as well. So yeah, you got I believe that's a Jimmy Stewart there. Great acting talent. Probably my favorite classic actor. So really, really good movie. If you haven't seen Rear Window, maybe you're more newer to movies, I would say check it out. If you want to get in try out a classic movie, I think Rear Window is a good one to see if you would be down with classic movies. I just think it's so good. Yeah, and tons of bonus features as well on all these movies. So this was great. This was a great little volume set here. And yeah, just once again, it looks so nice. I really like that, how they do the silhouette of Alfred Hitchcock. That's pretty cool. I like that. But let's just take a quick glance on the inside of this one. We won't spend too much time on it, but basically it's a book. You know, it looks like a book. Yeah, so that's that kind of style. I like that style. It's kind of interesting. a little bit different. When you open it up, once again, it's like a book. I love the artwork here. The artwork looks fantastic. Once again, rear window, my favorite here, and once again, stacked with tons of bonus features. Now, I don't like how the discs are in these slip holders here, because then it's kind of tough to pull them out. You feel like they're getting scratched, and putting them back in is tough too. So that's kind of an irritant. I'd rather have them on actual like flippy disc holders. So these slide out cases aren't my favorite, but yeah, I mean, the artwork, I mean, this looks really cool. I love this right here. And once again, if you're just getting the classic movies or Hitchcock movies, these are 4 great movies to start with. I don't think I could have picked a better 4 movies to start with here. So really, really good. Ooh, I just showed the digital code. I already redeemed it though, so not going to be able to redeem that one. But yeah, that is Alfred Hitchcock collection there. So really, really good set of movies. Just awesome. Awesome to have these all together, all being, remastered in here. Just look and sound fantastic. So yeah, I had to put Hitchcock number 3, second favorite director of all time. All right, now we're getting in the top 2. So second place here, second place. What's going to get second? Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with one, but this one is one of my personal favorites, just with my personal list. Once again, I'm going to have to put Glass. Yeah, Glass over Unbreakable. I know, so shocking, but I just love this movie. I think this movie does a perfect tying together of Unbreakable and Split. I think they're able to bring all the characters in here in a really cool way. And, I think all the characters do have some good moments. I think Mr. Glass has some really cool moments in here. I think the character, the Split character, the actor, James McAvoy playing that Split character, I think has some really good moments in here. How he's able to switch personalities like just right away quickly. Some of the best acting moments I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how it didn't get nominated, for these roles in here. I mean, I was just blown away by that acting performance from James McAvoy. Really, really good. Bruce Willis is decent in this one, but I do think James McAvoy really stands out. I think Samuel L. Jackson stands out as well. But I really, once again, really like this movie. I think it ends the trilogy really well. It even has some twists and turns in there I wasn't expecting, which was really cool. You get some decent special features on here. Looks really good in 4K. And then particularly why this movie also gets so high, besides being a movie I really, really like, is I love how they did this physical media packaging, and I'll show you what I mean. So of course you can see it's a slipcover here with the broken glass, but it is more than just that. If you take a look, of course you have the movie in here, right? So this is what it looks here, the movie without the slipcover. But actually, what's cool about this, if I can take it out here, is actually you have multiple cards in here. Well, let's see if we can get this loose. Yep. Okay, so you have actually multiple cards in here, and so you can change the front cover of this movie, which is really cool. So I always like to have it on Mr. Glass because, he's my favorite character out of the 3. But let's see if we can. I wonder, or do I have to? Oh, you know what? I would have to peel this off. Oh, okay. Well, basically, if I would take the plastic off, you can also put it to the Split character, James McAvoy's character, and then also the Bruce Willis character as well. So you can change out, the face of this movie, and then just, put it, what face you want to see on top. And then you just, you would slide it back in here, which is really, really cool. So I really did like this edition from Best Buy. I got this one at Best Buy. I wonder if you could get this one other places too. But this was so cool. I really liked this idea. So I went with this one over I think they did have a steelbook for it, but I did go with this one over the steelbook. Now it does take some time to put this on back again, so that's the only major issue with it. So yeah, we'll have to put it back on later. But I still think this is a really cool idea to do with a cover of a movie. And yeah, so really, really cool there. And then let me open this one up. See if there's anything unique on the inside. Inside, no, nothing really special there. But I do like that artwork for the disc. And I do like the artwork, you know, just here on the cover. I think that's cool to show off all the characters there. And you know what? I'm a sucker for superhero movies. So because, you know, it has those superhero elements in here mixed with the suspense thriller genre, you know, Glass I'm gonna have to put high up on my list. So yeah, this is gonna be once again second place for me. All right, so now to get the number one, what is first place for my personal thriller suspense mystery genre collection? If you haven't guessed it by now, I'm gonna have to put Saw, the first Saw movie. Yeah, this is the complete collection here, but that original Saw movie was just so good. I remember I actually originally watched it on a PSP, yeah, PlayStation Portable, back in the day. You know, I was just watching it, didn't really know anything about the movie, and just it was playing out. I'm like, okay, this is kind of a good mystery crime type of movie. Okay, this is pretty intriguing, but then when it gets to the ending, I'm like, jaw dropped. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is happening? What is happening in this movie right now? I did not think this was going to happen at all. Could never guess it. So when you tell me, hey, what's one of the most surprising endings or one of the best endings in a movie ever, I always think Saw right away. Saw, so good. Works perfectly as a mystery, you know, thriller kind of movie. Really, really like that first Saw. And I think 2 and 3 are really good as well. So like the first trilogy, I think is really good of Saw films. And then, yeah, it does kind of go downhill after that. But yeah, the first Saw movie totally deserves a number one for my personal collection. I totally should upgrade it to 4K. I just have it on DVD right now, but yeah, still enjoy that movie just so much. But that is my top 10 for this genres, you could say, thriller, suspense, mystery. So let me know in the comments below what would be your top 10 favorites in these genres of movies, because I know this was just my personal list. I know everybody's going to have a different ranking list out there. So let me know your rankings down below. Let's have those fun movie discussions and recommend some more suspense movies out to people. And if you're just discovering the channel for the very first time and you love collecting physical media and being part of this amazing mega fan community, make sure you subscribe right now to stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics.
Hello, do you want to play a game?
And if you like this physical media topic video, click another video to see more. Also, like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.